I'll add to the list here of some news and notes. J.J. Watt shows up at the Pittsburgh Steelers facility yesterday, I want to say, something like that. He's at practice today. We're a little bit above practice, like literally just ended. So they'll be coming out as we're speaking this into existence. Was at practice today. Look, man, he looks big. He looks scary. I wonder if there's a world. I wonder if there's a world where the Pittsburgh Steelers and J.J. Watt find terms and he becomes an addition to this defense in 2024. Do you wonder the same thing? You think there's a possibility?
Yeah, of course, Bill Cowher was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, throwing just fuel onto this fire, saying, "Oh, well, he's still, as of a couple weeks ago, he's still at playing weight, so you never know what that could mean." It would be very intriguing to see J.J. Watt become a member of the Steelers. Obviously, this is something that has been talked about or at least speculated upon for years upon years. Whenever he went from Houston over to Arizona, whenever his contract was coming up with Arizona, even last year before his first year of retirement, people were saying, well, he might come out of retirement to go with the Steelers. And now it's probably the last shot. I mean, we've talked about it. We've talked about it a couple of times, right? The longer you go without playing, the harder it is to come back. I think this is probably the last chance this season to see J.J. Watt come out of retirement. And if he does, you've mentioned it, and I agree. Texans, Steelers, probably nobody else.
Let's talk about game time. I could still taste the popcorn and the soda and smell the beer of my first Pittsburgh Steelers game. And yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars might have won that day, but I will never forget how loud Heinz Field was and how rocking that stadium was on the North Shore. Game Time has this new feature called Game Time Picks that makes things like getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I have an upcoming concert in Cleveland the day after the Pittsburgh Steelers play against the Browns, and instead of sitting there clicking on every single section, I'm just going to use Game Time Picks. Let's talk about why it's so great. Curation makes it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. On top of that, you get all-in pricing, which means that you get the total cost up front with no surprise fees at checkout. On top of that, you get seat views because nobody wants to buy some nosebleed seats for cheap and take a guess on whether you're staring at a pole or you just got the greatest deal in the entire venue. Plus, the lowest price guaranteed, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time ticket coverage means that your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, low prices, guaranteed. That's it. Those are the two. There's no reason to go anywhere else. You're not going to go sign to. That's the thing. It starts messing with your legacy a little bit. You're learning new things. I think JJ wants to feel comfortable where he is. This is more of a fun thing. You know what I mean? It's I'm gonna pick up the sticks one more time and just see what I got left. It's not going to be for anybody. It's going to be for the Houston Texans. It's going to be for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm telling you, man, I mean, let me ask this question. How good do they have to be? How good do the Steelers have to be come week 8 for J.J. Watt to be like, you know what? This is happening.
I mean, the one thing that you got to figure out is the quarterback situation going to be good enough? But the Steelers, if they're 6-2, I could see J.J. Watt saying, you know what? At this point, let's get into it. If they're 500 going into week 8, knowing that back half of the schedule, I find a hard time. I find it hard to believe that JJ is going to be like, well, squeaking into the playoffs, that seems like what I want to do instead of just enjoying my desk job at CBS.
Yeah, I agree. They have to be very, very good moving forward. There's no way that he's signing for a nobody. But that being said, I mean, hey, dude, the Pittsburgh Steelers, something happens. One thing happens. They're calling J.J. Watt. He's going to be a name to watch for sure. I thought it was fun. Was very surprised at how good he looks. Was like very surprised at how good J.J. Watt looks.